In this video, we're going to be learning how to work with shapes. And when I say shapes, I just mean anything that I can insert under Insert Illustrations that, when clicked on, is a shape object. And so typically these shape objects I can type text inside of, and I can change the dimensions of a shape, just like I can with other types of objects that I can insert. But there's actually a few more things that I can do specifically with shapes that I can't do with other objects. So let's get started by changing the layout of this first slide. We don't want these placeholders to be here in the background because we're going to be inserting a shape and we want to have a blank slide in order to do that. So under the Home tab and in the Slides group, let's click on Layout and let's change the layout to blank. Let's go to the Insert tab, and then under the Illustrations group, we're going to click on the Shapes drop-down menu, and let's just start with a simple oval. What I'm going to do is, if I were to, first of all, the oval is right, well, it's up here for me, but making sure that we all can see the same thing consistently, I'm going to choose the one down here. Okay, these are just the ones that I've used recently. So this is the oval, and if I were to left click on this, then I'd only be able to draw a single oval. If instead I decide to right click and then click on lock drawing mode, what that'll mean is that I can draw more than one oval, one after another. As soon as I see that my cursor has changed into the cross, I know that I'm ready to click and drag in order to draw something. So we're not going to worry too much about the dimensions right now, because we can change those later. Let's just go ahead and draw 3 circles. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then what I'll do after that is, I can do one of two things. I can just go back to, Insert, Shapes, and then click on the oval again to deselect, but it's actually easier for me to just use the Escape key. Okay, when in doubt, if I want my cursor to return to the regular cursor that allows me to select things, I should just hit the Escape key on my keyboard. So let's now, with each of these circles, let's give them some dimensions. So let's click on the first circle, and then let's go to Shape Format, and let's make it 1.75 inches high, which is 4.5 centimeters, by the way, and also 1.75 inches, or 4.5 centimeters wide. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing with the other two. Let's in this case, let's click on the second one, hold down the Control key, and then click on the last one, and then we'll just do them both at the same time. Okay, 1.75, 1.75. Again, 4.5 centimeters. Great, so we've got now 3 identical circles. We could have just drawn one and then copy pasted. That would have been fine too. So now let's type inside of these shapes. Okay, so again, if these were images, then when I click on them, I would see a contextual tab that would say, Picture Tools Format. Whenever I click on an object and it says Shape Format, that tells me that it's a shape, object. And shape objects can typically have text being included inside of them. So in the first one, let's type Dublin. In the second one, San Francisco. And then in the third one, Perth. So these are just going to be a few locations that we are advertising with our presentation.